How big is the overpayment here? It's huge. Fuck your mother, let's break up. What are you waiting for? This is the first time in my life I've seen something like this on a Porsche. Me as a future Porsche owner, who doesn't have a Porsche, but it will definitely be there. I even wore this blouse today. I bought it in Dubai. We are testing this one today. We have a new Macan. Something lately. I have a huge number of people like, we want to dip. We want to dip, and the old and new don't matter at all. When I saw this car in person for the first time in Dubai, but I saw a turbo version, I think. Because I liked it. Here is the same suspension, like a regular Macan, which is gasoline. That is, a lot of leverage. Everything is set up for that, to make the car as pleasant to drive as possible. In the turn we have the battery going further. And this is a protective plate. Yes, that's what I understand. Yes, it is fiberglass. Why are there wires here? These are the power wires. Yes, orange, it's all high voltage. Why are they much thinner than Tesla's, for example? 2 times, because there is no such power output here. Because there is not that much horsepower here. And why the hell waste such a wire is logical. That's exactly how the icons are everywhere. Audi. And what's most interesting? It is written in the documents that the engine is installed by Audi, this particular permanent magnet motor. It is stated that it has been completely redesigned, because it's a different platform. Premium electrician. Here are the redesigned new engines. There is a battery here, which is produced in Germany. Here are 480 horses, 408 by engines. How are they divided? More goes back. This is very biased. Rear wheel drive accented car. The front motor rests 90% of the time. Seriously, yes. That is, it only connects when you press it, or slippage, or is low to sport. Sport plus when you turn on the mode, he starts everything like this, so that the economic component could be. Energy expenditure. Make a balance. Taycan has it organized a little differently. Here this engine is just lazy. And we get pneuma. Yes, everywhere. Yes, this is air suspension. Here the rear steering axle is another option. Here it is, controlled. We had one car. The 4 is also on a low-profile wheel. And on a regular suspension. Here she is, right on her way. You didn't like it. That is, you think, if people have to choose, who made the decision, it's better to take it straight away with air suspension. And you also need to take the wheels. Don't listen to the duct tape, and tell me please. And what is this? This is a technological hole. But we are surprised too. What is the plug here? No, seriously, yes. This is just how Porsche left it. Yes, cool machine. We looked at it on another car. There for what it is done. It can also be used for future installation of a tow bar. The Taycan has fans located in the wheel wells. And the radiator is here. And on the other hand it is blown. Yes, with a fan. Here is radiator 1. And fan 1. Into the air he now takes the bottoms of the low forested niche. And it will get here. Everything that flies off the road, it's like standing in weather like this now. And not from here, he takes from here. It takes in maximum modes. So when does the car charge? There is a curtain here. Yes, it goes down by itself. Is closing. This and this are respectively temperature sensors. Yes, here they are. So that's where the air intake comes from. In dynamic driving modes. So when the oncoming air is big. Yes, stream. So from here he takes away when the car drives slowly. And when it charges on fast charging. Stop on fast charging, so it's a vacuum cleaner. Yes. It's like a consumable. How much does it cost? Well, 1,150. And the car? What is it selling for? 20 almost. Your motherfuck. This car costs 20 million. Yes, let's finish it. Ha, 15,250 on your site. 19,250. Fuck your mother, let's go. It's not turbo yet. And how much will the turbo cost? 22. Fuck your mother. Place. 22 million turbo. Yana, call the police. Bitch tomorrow, ha ha. Wait. Add 15, get turbo S convertible. But this is without increasing these fees. There is still a little bit to add. 3-4. And how much does a Cayenne Coupe cost? Let's go from the other side. And how much does a Cayenne Coupe 20 cost? Cayenne Coupe costs 20 petrol. Yes, 3 liter. Not a turbo bum. Slightly taller than a homeless person. That is, a badger will buy this car. Who loves his wife? Loves the pipettes very much. How he loves just madly, especially this color. And he probably has a child. Here on the internet recently they showed a Geländewagen for 11 million for children. This is the same Badger. Badger, if you're watching us, this program is for you. Sit back and relax. We're going to ride it now. It's very difficult to determine. Here it is Porsche or not Porsche. First problem 2 and 2 pressure. It is understated for that, so that we would somehow stand on the road there somehow. At least they had something to cling to. We have summer tires. It's 0 degrees outside. Important wet damp. Snow in places is an unpleasant feeling. The same one I feel on some commuter trains. On most electric trains. This is such a chatter. Such a tail wagging. You probably know that it looks like a Porsche. And in the salon it's a Porsche, because the whole world is going crazy. Everyone ran to these electric trains. I don't know which one. How deep a philosophy was put into this Porsche company in general, but it's just another toy. This is a great car for the city. Well, it's just a toy. I have a Porsche, it's electric. It's convenient for me, I just charged it and drove around the city. Today I want to tell you about cool auto parts store, Roscoe Company, because it is here that they are collected. Quality items for your car. Roscoe is the largest chain of auto parts stores in Russia. Their network includes more than 230 stores across the country. And believe me, you definitely won't be deceived here. You won't have to look for parts to order from them. Everything is available here, and most importantly with a guarantee. Let's talk today about the company's part resins, which has long established itself on the Russian market. For example, shock absorbers or suspension. They are here and not just there. And with a guarantee and the quality of the original. Here, for example, are shock absorbers from Parts Mall. These are really reliable suspension parts. You will find them in luxury. They are suitable for Korean cars. And not just suitable for Korean cars, they generally do your way. Any of your trips are comfortable. Even on the toughest roads. Well, for example, like in Siberia. And you know what else is most important? That it is quality with a competitive price. Which is also very important. Agree. If suddenly there is a problem with the suspension, the car is not new, then please, here's the assortment of Cardex brand Parts Mall. It's something like a green Mobi's. Only the price is much more attractive. You will say, why should I buy spare parts from outside if there are blue Mobi's packages? It's just that blue packaging has disappeared from the market. And Party Mall continues to work. All Parts Mall in Roscoe go under direct contracts with the manufacturer. So if you want quality parts without overpaying, then this is definitely the place for you. If you are really looking for parts for your Korean, then you don't have to bother coming here at all. Everything about him is here. And most importantly for reasonable money. And until March 22nd in all shops Roscoe, there is a 15% discount on Parts Mall products. So don't be late. But that's not all. All spare parts are of course guaranteed, but there are some spare parts which are guaranteed for up to 2 years. You know what the problems are with the return, or there will be absolutely no exchange. For quality auto parts. Only in Russian. The instrument panel works very stylishly. It shows the power distribution in blue. And I'll call the operation green. Extremely intuitive system. It doesn't take long to figure it out. That is, you have one button that switches one display, second display, third display, and that's it. And you jump between these three displays. And you want, for example, there on the right display, there you can see information on the radio. On this display you want to see the charger. And on the third display you want to see, for example, there, what's going on around you, what kind of cars do you have. Very convenient, and I think it was done quite correctly. When a car passes close by, this panel lights up red. She warns, which is very dangerous now and should not be opened. For yes, very cool. This is the simplest thing. But the issue of safety is above all else. In Sport Plus mode, a spoiler pops up. The car becomes quite tough. The pedal response is significantly sharper. Well, roughly what is it? 400 horsepower for us. Plus minus clear. Quite enough for this car, no more is needed. And how much can she do? $20 is coming. And more will come. But we won't go any faster, force him anyway. She's driving. Instant pickup gas gave everything flew into space. We are driving on 400 horsepower. Absolutely clear and stable. I want to note this about this car. She is very nimble. She also turns the rear wheels with the front ones, and also on the condition that she is like that, well, it's not long. Very nimble car. I just watched the car at the very beginning in small details. I saw such unpleasant things that are on the Porsche. I saw this car for the first time in my life. Amazing thing, this car costs 20 million rubles, and I'm running my hand along the door like this. I can't say that there is anything expensive or rich here. Strange feeling. Cheapness, to be honest, here. Although look at how it's put together. How stylish it all looks, and the fact that it's a Porsche, the fact that everything here is thought out right down to the smallest detail. Amazing thing. I would like smiles there for 20 million. Something like that, just wow, no. Look. What a clear molding of the parts. How perfect everything is. Oops, what is this? Didn't understand. This is the first time in my life I've seen something like this on a Porsche. Do you see this bump? Looks very stylish from behind, from the panoramic roof. The air conditioning works very softly. That's when I press it, she's all moving. I didn't like it at first, and then I just got used to it. There is nothing superfluous here. There is nothing colorful. Everything is clear. The sound of air direction. These buttons are very nice. I really like this style of Porsche. I don't like. What remains are these fat fingers. This little thing. They moved the checkpoint here. It is very quite comfortable. Convenient, this location. There's a lot that can be thrown in here. Despite the fact that the glove compartment here is small, but such that I have nowhere to put it in water or put it in a bag, or something else to add, there is no such thing. The wheels are a bit sad. But it should probably be soft. But by the way, here it is without exaggeration. And without fantasy. You're sitting here point blank. You're touching on everything here anyway. Look here, I have a leg. I just can't get it out. I have to lift it. Lift and only then pull out. And here everything will be scratched. I've never seen anything like this in a Porsche. This is the first time I see this. This is such cheap plastic. Very cheap, never seen anything like this before, I swear. We are going somewhere. It's absolutely incomprehensible. You know what the hell this is. Some kind of Chinese with about the same amount of horsepower. And also all-wheel drive, and also a large number of configuration variations. Everything else. You can buy it for 5. And for 6 and for 7 and for 8. For 10 for 12, the choice is just crazy. Yes, there are other problems with the Chinese. I searched for half the night yesterday. Rear right door 4. And his friend comrade. Leoka, hi. For Lee 9, when I encountered this problem I was shocked. There just isn't this door. There is no door, simply. Can you imagine how many we have? 9. It's easier to go buy a new 9. Remove the doors from it and get this ill-fated door. Then just find this spare part. We are now basically correct about the Chinese. We refuse to hire them outright, because it happens every time. Indefinite amount of time for repairs. With spare parts, as you said, it is impossible. You take one and another comes, and people are not ready to pay for this whole story. That's why it's much simpler and clearer for us. And we guarantee European service of the machines. Tesla, Porsche, Mercedes, BMW, Lexus. More and more we don't try to take. I find it difficult to imagine the picture. If there is a married couple sitting here, and they have 2 children, they go buy Macan for 20. Because it's easier to buy real people. And don't worry at all about 11 or 12. And then don't bother at all, and there will be refrigerators there, which are not here. There will be comfort there. There will be monitors there. There will be smooth descents. There will be fuel savings. You can go far from there. You can put all sorts of crap in there, and so on and so forth. And so on and so forth. But in the middle of all this, it is purely city life. How big is the overpayment here? It's huge. That is, by feeling. If you take away my understanding, my love and respect for the Porsche company, this car should cost 10. Even if all this doesn't break there for 5 years. 20 is still expensive. Let it cost 10 and let it break. We will fix it. We'll find it there, write it down, and do it. Mercedes Electric's a failure story. BMW Electric and the X's are a failed story. All electric 7 failure stories. Porsche is fully electric. For some reason I think the future is a failed story. Will there be a big loss on these machines? For some reason I think it will. Despite the fact that everything is becoming more expensive, the lions, the share of buyers of these cars. This is when they bought you. And it wasn't you who bought it. I think so, that's why we don't look a gift horse in the mouth. If you were bought such a car, so your Badger earns a decent income. And you're probably doing well for now. By the way, it became 10 centimeters longer than the previous Macan. Price 20 million. It became longer. Second after 20 million. I left here. Porsche, come here. What are you doing there in a Porsche? Listen to us. Dear Porsche company. You are certainly beautiful. Wonderful guys. This car costs us 20 million. What the hell is this anyway? Come on, redo it.